Good morning friends and welcome to Sharekhan's pre-market action. It has been a positive weekend as far as the global markets are concerned, especially the US markets. The Dow closed up around 26 odd points and Nasdaq was up around 16 odd points on Friday. The UK markets were up around 1.7%, which has been the biggest gain since the last few weeks. And the Asian markets currently are trading on a positive note. Hang Seng, Nikkei and the Shanghai markets are trading on a positive note. This is on the back of the positive statements which came out last week by the Fed Chairman Janet Yellen that they are likely to keep the interest rates as low as possible, at least for the next quarter. Although the US economy continues to show strengthening signs going ahead, but they are likely to keep the interest rates as low as possible. Also, we have seen that the oil prices have rebounded from the lows that they have made, and the Brent is currently trading at around $61.67 dollars per barrel. And that was a meeting on Sunday by the Saudi Arabian ministers, and they are not likely to cut the output of the oil going ahead. And overall, let's have a view on the Indian markets. As far as on Friday is concerned, the Indian markets, we have seen the flows remaining negative by the FIS to the tune of around 662 odd crores in the cash market, is a provisional figure, and the DIS continue to remain positive to the tune of around 622 odd crores in the cash provisional market. Let's have a look at the overall view on the market based on the derivative outlook.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. Extended their downward journey in previous trading session, the benchmark index witnessed an enthusiastic performance in Friday's trade by rallying close to 1%. As we have seen, the Nifty started the session with gap up opening for second day in a row by around 60 to 70 points, and momentum was built up till last minute of the trade. As we have seen that many of the blue chip counters supported the index to hit a fresh intraday high at around 8277 odd levels, like ICICI Bank, Hindalco, Wipro, which were up by approximately 2 to 3% each. And Nifty finally ended the session at around 8240 levels with a gain of 0.72%. In this period, we have seen that long positions were built up by market players as open interest is increased by 1.97% from 2 crore 58 lakhs to 2 crore 64 lakhs. Approximately 5.11 lakh shares were added in Nifty futures. Also, Nifty futures price increased by approximately 60 rupees. But on the other hand, cost of carry is decreased by 19% ahead of less days are left towards the expiry. That's why cost of carry decreased by 19% from 16% to 13%. On the options front, PCR is increased by 6.90% from 0.87 to 0.93, which is clearly indicating that put option has seen good build-up than call option. In Friday's trade, we have seen that put option has added around 40 lakh shares in open interest, whereas call option has shedded around 9 lakh shares in open interest. India VIX was down by 0.62% from 14.60 to 14.51%. In the options activity, we have seen that 8,300 call option has seen some reduction in open interest, and that activity was shifted to 8,400 call option, which we have seen it has added approximately 4.39% shares in open interest. In the put option front, we have seen that 8,100 has added good number of shares in open interest front. 8,000 put option was most active, as we have seen that approximately 12.43% shares were added in 8,000 put option. In the bank period front, there are 4 securities. One is HDL, second is Indiabulls Real Estate, third is Unitech, and fourth is Wockhardt Pharma. On Friday's trade, FIs were net buyers of approximately 2,200 odd crores in future and option segment. They were net sellers of 80 crore in index futures. They were net buyers of 2,043 crore in index options. They were net buyers of 355 crore in stock futures, and they were net sellers of 38 crore in stock options. Our Friday's CVF stands at 8170. Lower range for the market would be 8170 and higher range would be 8350. As we have seen that on Friday's trade, 8,400 has added good number of shares in open interest, so 8,350, 8,500 may act as a stiff resistance going forward. Singapore Nifty is up by 37 points, which is at 8269.50. We can see a gap up opening in Nifty futures today. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Let's have a look at some of the trading ideas for today. First and foremost, HDFC Bank, as per the media reports, the FIPB has approved HDFC Bank's plans to raise 10,000 crores equity capital. The capital raising will further strengthen its capital position and will help to expand the balance sheet at a faster pace. So we recommend to go long on HDFC Bank with a stop loss of 9 target of 960 and 980. Previous closing price was 941. Bajaj Auto today has bagged an order of around 1.25 lakh units of discount 125 million motorcycles from the Sri Lankan government, and on the basis of this positive news, we recommend to go long in Manadaro. The stop loss of 2430 for target of 2510 and 2530. Dr. Reddy's Laboratories has completed the acquisition of Habitron brand nicotine replacement therapy from the Novartis Consumer Healthcare Corporation, and so on the basis of this news, it's sentimentally positive for the company, and they become to go long on Dr. Reddy's with stop loss of 3150 for target of 3260 and 3300. Positive news for Upper Tires also, where Cooper Tire and Rubber Company has dropped its bid to recover $120 million in the fees from Upper Tires over a buyout of the US company that was sunk by the opposition from the Cooper's Chinese tire manufacturing partner. So we recommend to go long on Upper Tires with stop loss of 217 for target of 228 and 232. On the news update, Delta Corp Limited is set to explore the option to liquidate its investment of 35.6% holding in Advani Hotels and Resorts Limited. However, it is in the primary stage and there are no development of the same, and a liquidation would help to retire the debt and improve the financial performance of the company and would be positive, sentimentally positive for the stock. The Reserve Bank of India has allowed a fund investment limit up to 100% from 24% in Cotton Reefs. Also, the company has been awarded a contract from the Belgian offshore wind farm sector operator Northwind to provide operation and maintenance services for the 216 million megawatt wind farm offshore substation in the Belgian coast. Another news, Panacea Biotech has inked a pact with the rising pharmaceutical corporations to develop and market a product in the American markets. The collaboration has been established for an oral control release product utilizing Panacea's platform of oral drug delivery technology. The product has a market size of around $300 million. Another news, Government of India plans to divest 10% stake in MOI. Ashok Leyland has introduced the Captain 2523 tipper and Captain 2518 tipper in Hyderabad. These tippers are manufactured at the company's manufacturing facility in Pantnagar, Uttarakhand. Wipro founder Azim Premji has purchased around 1% stake in India's SDFC Standard Life Insurance for 185 crores, valuing the firm at 18,500 crores to deal with the direct knowledge of development has mentioned, and this is shown that the Azim Premji is now entering into the insurance business, and also this stake sale is the preliminary step to taking the company public, that what sources are mentioned. On other news, the V1 Indian Charlie's Green Touch, US-based technology giant DuPont has joined hands with the Reliance Industries and Wipro Charlie's for use of its renewable fiber product Sorola to make an environmental friendly version of this ethnically rich bread. A ban on fracking by the New York State is a small setback for the India's largest private firm, Reliance Industries, which has invested around $7 billion in the US shale gas. On the other news, the promoter group Entity of Financial Technologies has skipped the disclosure of its handholding to the stock exchanges as required by the regulations. And lastly, buoyed by the success of the sale-based investment, the center is looking to wrap up a similar stake sale in ONGC by next month. CCEA has approved this investment in September. The center intends in divesting 5% or over 42.77 crore shares in ONGC. On the watch list for today, first and foremost, we have stock with positive bias PFC, LIC Housing Finance, Eicher Motors and SKS Micro, and stock with negative bias for today, Exide Industries and Indiabulls Real Estate. That's it, friends, from the Sheikh Khan's pre-market action. Thanks and have a nice day.